Hi, I'm Miranda with Best Love Magazine, and today I'm here with
The Doozers.
Doozers.
Hi.
to the first question. Change is always perceived with a negative connotation. How have you been able to change this narrative as a band that has experienced the reality of unexpected shifts in their lives?
I mean, like, just roll with the punches. Yeah. Don't keep going if you're enjoying what you're doing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Develop some thick skin.
Yeah.
Being able to, just keep going, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't think of any particular examples.
I can.
Okay.
No. Sorry, no. But yeah, I mean, like, maybe it's like you said, it's easy to assume change is bad, but maybe you're just perceiving it as bad because it's happening right now. You know, maybe in the future you can look back and be like, thank God that happened. I don't know.
With the addition of Parker to your group, have any of your processes changed?
Totally. I think just like the group dynamic inevitably changes when you have a new person. And me and Sean were in a band with Parker many moons ago, so it's like an interesting fusion of different worlds. I think our writing has become like somehow even more collaborative, and yeah, just the balance of authorship is different, I think.
And then kind of going off of that, your recent single title song is co-written. Are all the songs on the album co-written?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Basically.
I say a lot of the seeds of the ideas were planted by Sean initially.
or Parker.
Parker's got a couple, and I have one.
Title song in particular was like Sean came with the idea of playing like him on bass and then potentially just fuck it, two basses, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'd say most of the songs will like either write our own parts for something that someone else started, or we'll like help each other write parts of stuff. Title song was special because it was the first song that we like co-wrote lyrically and vocally. I think it's the only one that we've ever done that for.
That's awesome. It can be seen in your previous work and latest song that the ocean floor is referenced. In what ways do you resonate with this analogy, and why is it special to you?
I would say it's just it kind of covers just how expansive we can be as humans, and just how much is like possible in living. That's something I kind of like about it, and you really don't know what your day is going to be like as you wake up, and I think it's kind of exciting. So that's something that makes me excited about that line.
Does nature inspire your sound and lyrics? If so, what sort of connection have you found with the outdoors? And if not, what would you say recently would be your inspiration?
Yeah, we're definitely big nature boys. Like,
You are.
yeah. At least I can speak for us two.
Yeah.
I always make the band stop at all the nature places when we're on the road. Lyrically, I definitely use a lot of natural references. I'm a very woods girl.
Yeah. People reference like earth tones a lot in Random Thing, and we have very literal earthy tones.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's in one particular song, there's like a sample that Melanie was it you that had it with the frogs? Yeah, there's just like kind of like some like you know that like constant tone of just like frogs late at night near some body of water that's playing in like the background in one of the songs on the album. So there is quite literally nature in there.
Can't take that away from us.
Literal nature.
Would you say that nature has like played into the next chapter of your image and discography?
Right now, yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
Totally.
Feels like we're moving that way.
I'm waiting for an industrial album.
Dirty,
Yeah, dirty and
grimy albums.
Just, the snare's just an old trash can. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
we're gonna record it in a warehouse.
But no, I absolutely
It
love
was
it.
partially a joke.
As you've grown as a band, have your inspirations changed? If so, was it a collective decision to go down a different path or just simply change over time?
My inspirations have changed over time, that's for sure. I was more of a Red Hot Chili Peppers guy when this started, and now I'm like only listening to EDM.
Whoa. You didn't reference the Nickelback Metallica eras.
That was
the
middle school.
beginning.
That was middle school. That was pre-Doozers.
No love
so
for Nickeltalica.
no, I mean yes, because I was listening to them last night. I was like, dang, that was an era. And that's how those are the change of my inspirations.
No, you.
I think we've all like gone in different directions as far as like inspirations, and I think that in itself and us going in our own path kind of led the band in a certain direction. We sort of just let it form itself musically. Like we kind of will just apply our part, and I think that's like the background of what we were listening to during that time that kind of shaped the album. So there's lots of fun sounds, lots of like technically thought out sounds in here and there, and I do think it's just a lot of like us pouring into this one thing as a result.
Correlating to your forthcoming album, Becoming an Entity, what does the record's title mean to you, and how does it describe your growth as a band?
It was something that I just said. I can't remember what. I think I was talking about like the process of making the album and all getting closer and just kind of solidifying as a unit what it means to be in such close relationship with 3 other people in like a creative sense. It just felt like we're becoming one. Yeah, the Doozers are becoming an entity. So that was kind of where the title came from, and I think it applies to the music on the album a lot because it's just kind of it's almost like a journal of the past 4 years and the I don't know, the different motions it's taken to start to become an entity.
Becoming an Entity is described as an intimate letter to the listener. How will performing this album differ from previous projects you have showcased on stage?
I mean, I think our live shows really are like, it is kind of like a different band, I'd say. I think we always are trying to like the process for this like album was very experimental when it comes to like the stuff we were doing to like make some of the sounds. Like there's like Connor, the guy who was recording us, was like having so many like cool ideas as far as like recording the drums all separately and like how we kind of arrange ourselves. And so that translating live is like already going to be kind of different in itself, but we also always like to bring lots of like energy and just like flip people on their heads a little bit with some of the things we do. And so I think they'll complement each other as we like play more shows like through the album. I think it'll be exciting.
Yeah. I think a lot of the tracks are like they still have a lot of energy, but it's just a little bit more subdued as opposed to a lot of our older stuff. And so we've been playing some of the new stuff out, and it's like I think we can focus a little bit more on the music, and the performance comes along with it, as opposed to before it was very like the raw energy of it and less like, I don't know how is that.
No, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, our music has matured a bit. I think yeah, but you're right. I remember that being a theme when we first started writing it. It's like, oh, this feels older.
Yeah.
Did that just kind of come easy, like the maturity?
Yeah, I think it's because we all had like, well, Melanie had been moved out for probably like 3 years at that point. Parker was moved out for a period of time, and Sean and I were like recently moved out. So like of our parents' house. So I don't know, that was just a very like it was a growth period for me, and I think that just kind of reflects itself in how we wrote music, at least for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a, like I said, like a 4-year creation that reflects so many different moments of pain and growth and celebration. Just all of the maturation points of being in your early 20s, I think.
What can listeners expect from this new era of yours, and what comes next for you guys?
2 basses on stage.
Frog.
More frogs too. A lot of Czech speaking. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like we were just talking about sonic maturity, that absolutely translates on stage. And I think what people can expect from us is not necessarily like a specific sound or direction. They can expect us to be loud in their face and begging them to listen. No, not the last one, but yeah.
I don't know. I think we get bored with the way we did things in the past pretty quickly. So, or just like are trying to always do something different. We can't sit down and just do the same thing over and over. So probably some more envelope pushing, at least for ourselves.
Expect it to get weirder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are there any new music videos that are coming on the way?
Nothing filmed yet.
I believe we're going to have one for our next single filter feed that may or may not involve some PS1 looking versions of ourselves.
May or may not have to do some iPhone app 3D imaging at the last practice.
I'm intrigued.
So bye.
Okay, and one last question. This record is precious, a capsule of all your personal growth together as a band and as individuals. What makes this album release show so precious to you?
I think so much of this album, it wouldn't have been possible without so many of the people that have like helped us along the way, and like helped support us and helped us like keep going and have that motivation to keep going. So many friends, so many people who just like listen to our music and has said some of the like kindest things I've ever heard from a human. And people listening to our music, people like buying our shirts and supporting us. I think I'm thinking like all of that is really leading up to something that people were believing in us to do from the start, which I think is going to be really cool with this show at the Eastern. I think we're going to see so many friends and family. It's all going to be this like pool of all these people we know for so many different reasons. I think that in itself is going to be really enriching to like show what we came up with in these 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Something special about presenting like a full project exactly how it's released as well, because I don't know, you usually hear about like band tours like 10 years after this one album comes out. It's like, oh, they're playing that album in their entirety. But now nobody's got to wait 10 years. We're gonna do it week after it's released. But no, there's something very special in like going through it, like especially like as like the track list is laid out on the record, and very much being like, this is how we want it presented and perceived, right? Mm-hmm. Rather than like cramming things into a 30-minute set, which is nothing wrong with that. We fucking crush a 30-minute set, but now we get to just lay everything out, what we just worked tirelessly on, and just lay it out for everybody to perceive.
Yeah. And just celebrate where we're at, where we've come, and be able to release so that we can move forward.
Do you guys have any like last messages towards anyone that's watching?
Thank you guys for listening and for doing this interview too. As this was, I like these questions a lot. They're cool.
Thank you. Thank you guys for taking the time too.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. We're good. We are good musicians.
I thought you were just like, yeah, we're good. We're okay.
No,
We're
we are
fine.
good
Yeah.
musicians, and it
I
will sound
agree.
good. And yeah. Sorry, was that embarrassing for you?
No.
Sorry.
That's
All right, yeah, well, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, you
Thank
too.
you.